Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer. Look at how pretty this game is. Let's take a second here and appreciate, there's all kinds of pteranodons or whatever's going on here. These pretty lakes. That is a massive Venus flytrap. Holy crap, at scale, that thing's gotta be big enough to eat like a whole Skaven. That's nuts. I was just looking around the map before getting started here. And the cities are so good looking. Everything about this map is just beautiful. Where was it? There's a big one. Yeah, over here. Look at this with all the little torches and the little wisps flying around and stuff. Man, this is a good looking game. All right, so let's take a moment and reassess our situation. Number one, we're doing a terrible job on this part of the game. I have basically no warpstone income. Probably I should have prioritized the Altar of the Horned Rat. It's right there in the name. It's very obviously a thing that's important for us. So we got to catch up. We're behind and we got to play catch up a little bit. Number two, we need to get the Pestilent Scheme and some Plague Monks going. The Pestilent Scheme requires us to build the Pestilent Nave building, which is where you get Plague Monks anyway. So really, we have two different legendary items coming that just require us to push up this thing. The problem here is that we just don't have any kind of stability. So we're going to have to get some stability. We're working on it. Once we get Itza out of here, we'll be in a lot better shape. Also, I just want to say, hey, Total War UI devs, thank you very much for this mouse over and see the quest thing. This is really nice. I like that a lot. Alright, so I was going to attack Axolotl. Is that the right thing to do? We shouldn't... What I've learned from all this time Let's Play is that I shouldn't necessarily trust end of episode SB to be making good decisions. Let's have a look at this. They have 2 units of Sauruses, 2 units of Kroxigors, and a Saurus Scar veteran. But aside from that, it's just skinks, and I'm not worried about... We're good at fighting skinks. We've learned that. Yeah, you know what? I think I can do this. We're definitely going to spend some food. Let's spend just enough food to not drop into the starving box here. Okay, there it is. 5. Alright, here we go.
Fight my brother.
I'm pretty confident about this. The only thing that I think could really go wrong here is that we could get bogged down and blown out by the Kroxigors. So we have to be a little bit careful how we handle those. But I think this many rats can deal with Sauruses. And I'm just not worried about skinks. We can fight skink blow dart guys with our slingers. Straight up, it seems to work fine. And we can, of course, drop menace below charges on their back line. Yeah, we've got that under control. Let's pay attention to the Croxes. I get the hero matters too. I don't know exactly how strong Lizardman heroes are. Oh, I should mention, over the weekend, I played a little bit of Lizardmen in campaign mode, and I discovered that it's not just that it's not auto-resolve is borked. It's specifically Skaven versus Lizardmen auto-resolves are terrible. Because playing as Lizardmen, I was able to, at one point, kill a stack and a half of Skaven troops with, no joke, 6 units of Sauruses and a Lord. That's it. My army was a backup army. It was a Lord and 6 units of Sauruses. And I got ambushed, and the balance of power bar was all the way yellow, and I auto-resolved it and lost 10 troops. So, specifically, I don't know if it's that Skaven are broken, or that Lizardmen are broken, or that it's a combination of the two, but Skaven versus Lizardmen, balance of power and auto-resolve bars are dramatically skewed in favor of Lizardmen right now. Which means that probably we're going to play the rest of the battles for this campaign manually. I don't know. Probably, I know I had people ask me in Total War 1 campaigns to play more of the battles, so probably there are people who are pretty happy to hear that, and honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. The game's loading quickly. I'm not having the horrible load time problems I was having in the first game, although part of that is that my computer is considerably better now than it was. Am I going to be able to fit... Well, hold on. Let's gamble this. Get rid of this UI element here. Okay. Start deployment. So, am I going to be able to fit 2 siege towers on this wall? Here's what I'm thinking. We want to concentrate all of our forces to one of the corners of the wall, so that we are in the firing range of as few towers as possible. Given that we have only the battering ram. We have no other way of breaking a gate. I mean, we have the catapults, but I want to shoot the catapults at stuff on the walls to make it easier to get the towers up. I think I'm actually going to skip the battering ram. Drop that. We're just gonna play everybody over here in the corner. We're gonna push our siege towers up. We're gonna follow behind them. We're gonna shoot catapults and stuff on the walls, and we'll just come over the wall over here. I think that's probably gonna result in a lot fewer losses. So I think probably I can only get one tower on this segment, 2 here and 1 here. So let's position for that. I want these guys to go just as straightforward as possible. It's hard for me to tell exactly where. This will be fine. Alright, and then slingers right behind, and the melee troops just sort of behind that. It doesn't really matter where anybody goes. Let's grab you guys and just... Well, it matters in that we don't want to be in the arc of any towers except for these two for any longer than we have to be. You guys actually can probably be like over here where you're not in any danger at all. Yeah, they can probably fire into the city from there, right? Oh, yeah, they can't hit the village square, but we'll worry about that when we're actually inside. So who does that leave over here? That leaves... Oh, the sensor bearers, because they're on the other side of the... These guys are valuable, important. And, of course, the lords. I really don't think there's anything complicated to this plan. We just go to the walls. Oh, there was room for 2 siege towers here. Oh, well. I think this will be fine. And we want to not run Skaven in front of the walls for 2 reasons. Number one, or in front of the towers. Number one, obviously, it would be cool if the towers drew a lot of the fire so we're not injured when we get up there. And 2, the siege towers tend to bug out if stuff gets between them and the wall. Alright, have at them. The siege towers are considerably slower than our foot troops, due to their weight, I assume, so we'll, oh, that's... I set up in a position such that the tower is going to block some of our shots. That's not great. So we'll start moving up our troops now here. I wish there was a way to tell catapults, and there may be, but a way to tell them to shoot at this guy as long as you don't have to move, and otherwise... Hold on. Got my catapult selected. Is there a way to say just never move? Okay, yes, there is in fact a button for that. Yes, please just hold position. Do not pursue targets that are fleeing. I guess we're going to come up over here, so it's more important that we kill these guys. But also, they're just javelin skinks, and they're terrible, and I'm not afraid of them. It's everything we can easily shoot at is javelin skinks. So let's have a quick look at behind the walls, which we can see for some reason. Croxigors. Okay, they have understood that our plan is to come over the wall here and place the Croxigors. Here's their units of sources. Can we... We cannot quite hit that stuff, but maybe we should have the catapults... Let's disengage guard mode. And have the catapults just try to soften up these Croxigors before we get in. I can handle the skinks myself, I think. Skrolk, can you shoot Plague Breath up on the walls? Cannot use if on a wall. Cannot target if on a wall. No, okay. Most spells don't work on walls for some reason. It's not all spells, but it's most spells. It would make a lot more sense if it was all spells, in my opinion. Right, let's get our slingers up here. My hidden units? Oh, yeah, that's right. The assassin has Skrolk. Alright, so these guys with the javelins are not really ranged troops. They have like a couple of points of ammunition, I believe is how it works. Alright, hold up. Oh, we lost a tower. And they've divided the damage evenly enough over these two that probably that will be the only tower we lose, I think. That's a pretty damaged unit. What was that? Oh, it's just clan rats, whatever. What is going on? These catapults. I don't know, man. Alright, what if I put them right here? Yeah, I'm just going to move them up to here. And then once they're there, I'll re-engage guard mode, and we'll figure it out from there. Right, the slingers are starting to fight back against the guys on the wall. It does look like we're going to dock 3 towers. That's a pretty good feeling. Which means that all of the melee troops need to, at this point, actually commit to the move forward.
Tails forward.
I don't think the siege towers can be damaged anymore once they've docked. I think they lose their health bars. Yep. Okay. So get in there and let them have it. I mean, clan rats and Skaven slaves are not great units, no question. But you're not going to see skinks beating them. That's not going to happen. So let's get our slingers up on the walls. Let's just get everybody up on the walls. Did I tell the lords to get up there already? Well, I guess Skrolk doesn't really need to go up. Yeah, he should. Let's just get everybody up on the walls. Alright, so if they're only going to defend the walls with skinks, that's actually pretty great for us. Is it possible for Sauruses to get up on walls? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they actually can't get their good units into a position to attack us. Alright. So I'm going to initiate guard mode, and then again tell the catapults to try to work these Croxigors. I'm assuming these ones can't be hit. The wall, the angle doesn't work. Alright, you can see they're cracking already before we've even really done anything. I guess, okay, they're coming. It's hard to tell with the way the flags are distributed over the actual units. If we get slingers up on the walls, we can sling down on the Croxigors for a little while and try to soften them up. And there's not really any reason for us to use any special abilities or anything. Let's just kill as many skinks as we can before they get it in their heads to flee from the walls, which they should do immediately, like right this second. Okay, the Croxigors are just going to stand and take it. That's fine by me. Like, yeah, I'm impressed by your toughness, but I don't know if that's really what you need to be focusing on right now. So the Plague Monks are going to have to deal with these skinks by themselves, basically. Because of the way the walls work. We're sort of blocked in here. That should be good, though, right? Plague Monks are good fighters. They have Frenzy. Yeah, should be fine. Alright, what does Skrolk have that he can... He has damage resistance. It's only 1 use per battle, though. Let's save this until we're fighting tougher units. And we can prevent people from breaking, but nobody's close. And I don't think any of our other abilities are super relevant at this phase of the fight. Titchet's not going to need... Let's see if we can get some damage on the Croxigors here by slinging. And yeah, this unit of Plague Monks is just going to deal with all of the skinks by itself. It doesn't, it doesn't help them that it's such a narrow fighting arena either. And this is actually, they're just letting us do this. This is bad. They should move. Oh. Okay, stupid slingers decided to disengage from the wall as a way of making sure they could get in on the Croxigors, so let's deliver some damage. I guess it's time to get down and make stuff happen. So you need to get off the wall so that you can cast... Actually, let's get all of our heroes off the wall. Need Night Runners down here as well. The Night Runners don't really have any armor-piercing damage to speak of. We need better armor-piercing. What do we have that's... Plague Monks are... trying to get my mouse over to here. Plague Monks are mostly anti-infantry. What about the sensor guys are armor-piercing, right? Okay, yeah. Yes, considerable amount of armor-piercing damage. Okay, interesting. They contaminate enemies with their plague sensor. Ooh. Does horrendous things to bodies and minds alike. We gotta get more Plague Monks. I think Plague Monks are kind of like our best units. Our best actual combat units. Okay. So, Skrolk down on the ground means we need to start doing breath weapons. As soon as we get some people actually engaged on the Sauruses, we'll be dropping the poison. Are you coming? Okay. We should definitely bring down spears, because anti-large is actually going to be really relevant here. And if they let us just group up and murder these Croxigors, I am down with that. Yeah, they're not making good use of their meager resources here. Warlock Engineer can just get in there. He's a good fighter. What is this thing? Oh, accuracy and reload skill. Can we get the slingers, like, down here, maybe? Just try to disengage them from the Croxigors as much as possible. Alright, so we've got them. They're discouraged by fear and terror and being surrounded, and they're going to fall apart pretty quickly. I don't think they retreat, though. I think they, like, go into a frenzy. Yeah, like that. Out of control. So the AI is still not entirely amazing, it looks like. They're going to let us get away with some stuff I should not be allowed to get away with. Plague Monks and Clan Rats are dealing with these guys. Okay, here comes that second unit of Croxigors. They enraged and are now after us. Get these guys... I don't remember telling you to run this deep. Where are you guys going? Are you gonna turn at some point here? Well, they're wavering. You know, these slingers are not entirely amazing. So, hold up. What's the catapult targeting now? Well, they don't really have anything they can hit. Okay, let's move them forward a little bit so they can drop directly into the... Here should be fine. How's their ammo? Oh, wow. It looks like they maybe have like 1 or 2 volleys left. That third bar at the bottom there that's almost completely empty is the ammo. Alright, let's start using our charges. Now that we've got some isolated skinks, this is a good time to drop Clan Rats on them. Okay. Looks like we must have wiped out that one unit. Oh no, here's the Croxes are on the run. Alright. Let's have our melee assassin follow them. These guys are done for. We can probably get some more of our wall dudes down. Yeah, this one unit of Plague Monks managed to carve through all of those skinks. Get some Clan Rats for backup, I suppose. Where's Skrolk? Let's get Skrolk over here to the left and start in on these Sauruses. If they're just going to stand there in a big pile, I am going to drop some serious Plague Breath on them. Enjoy my halitosis! It didn't actually do that much damage, but it sure did look cool. Alright, so we need... Sauruses have, like, pretty okay armor, right? 60? Yeah, okay. So let's grab... Where's my plague guys? My plague boys. Let's get everybody up here. This might be where we start using our menace charges for real. We're going to burn through these probably pretty quickly. I guess a normal unit of Plague Monks can push along the wall. Because after they run these skinks off again, they can drop down behind the Sauruses. Get a decent little flanking maneuver going. And then I just need... I'm going to have the Night Runners follow these guys down the road so that they can try to get a little bit of a flank going. Fighting in these streets is not totally ideal for us. It's much better for the Sauruses because it reduces their exposure. We can't get as many men onto them as I would like. Okay, now I'm going to remember to actually use my poison ability. Try to get as many people with it as possible. Wait. I have warriors fleeing? Who's... Oh. Oh, yeah, the clan rats. That's fine. That's fine. We'll be okay. So where did those Croxes go? They still on the run? Actually, I just see corpses. Maybe they bailed out of the back of the map. You can run off the map while scared. And alright, well. You guys are pushing the village square. There's not really anything over here. They do have their lord. Oh, this is the lord of a garrison, though. So that's not a real lord. It's a unit, which actually is probably better for them than if it was a lord. Alright, guys. Tidget needs to get over here as well. We need to drop some rockets. I don't think I've actually seen the rocket ability in use yet, and I would like to. Alright, so as these guys approach, let's find a good spot to drop our reinforcements. Oh no, it looks like he is a proper one-man unit. It used to be that the leader of a garrison was actually a unit of figures. Oh, this is bad. Where are you guys going? Get over... Well, actually, I mean, face this way. Huh, it's not letting me draw out a position. There we go. Weird. Okay, so one of the units of Saurus is turned around. This might actually be bad. We need to get past this street. All of you guys. New plan. Get over here. This group of Sauruses is going to totally block us. Right, like I said, we'll try to move along the wall here and then drop in behind them. Can't. These skinks are going to break again pretty much instantly. Okay, catapults are doing some fine work. And this, obviously, is a good time to add some more clan rats to the mix. Yeah, my forces here are not ideal for this fight. The Sauruses are going to be a real problem. Hey, we gotta... I know I was planning to flank the Sauruses here, but I think they're under control. I think we gotta commit deeper into the fight. These catapults have to be pretty close to out of ammo. I'm not gonna stop them from firing. Frankly, our troops are expendable. Everybody get in here. We're taking control of the city. It's probably gonna resolve by us taking control of the city marker before the actual fighting part resolves. Alright, so Skrolk is present. Let's, first of all, renew poison on these guys. Break them up a little bit. And then we have some other abilities we could use. I suppose I could have remembered to put a scroll of shielding on somebody. You guys, you're taking the brunt of that. And we have the Warlock. Yeah, shoot missiles at him. Get him with the Doom missile. Can you do it? Okay, I guess it doesn't really have a great graphic. We gotta get some of that warp lightning on this force. Okay. Yeah, see, that was easy. Close victory. I don't know if I agree with that. They lost as many dudes as we did, but we brought twice as many people to the fight. That's not what close means. Yeah, Plague Monks. Plague Monks are the core of our actual fighting ability here. We gotta get more Plague Monks. Alright, we got 11 food out of it. Which is a lot less than we spent, I think. But, you know, it's valuable to acquire settlements. We probably have to take this at level 1, though, to keep from falling into the red. Yeah. We're getting a little stressed on food.
Yes. Yes. More virulent am I.
Cool. More small stat buffs to my lord. That's not really, like, super valuable. So, I've been enjoying spells. You know what? Minus 60 armor is pretty great. That would completely remove the armor from most of those sources. What else do we have here? We have a lot of stuff that's not totally blowing my mind. Minus 5 melee attack for everyone around him is... or, well, enemies, obviously. Did I overlook this before, or was this just not available? Because it actually looks like... well, first of all, being able to recruit plague monks and have them just be higher level is nice. But it unlocks the ability to recruit plague priests without... I'm assuming there's a building that normally does that. Huh. Maybe I should grab this. Hold on. Do I have, what exactly is the status of our buildings? 'Cause I know we lost a bunch of upgrade buildings because we keep getting sacked. Oh, that's the same area. Okay, we do not have a good plague building. That's right, I built the weapon teams building, and then I started building a warp forge somewhere, I think, and lost it, or we need to get a warp forge up. And a warp turbine plant. So we're pretty far off of being able to hire any kind of advanced heroes then. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and take a point in that thing. Let's get a Plague Priest. I'm assuming Plague Priests have access to pretty much the same spells as Skrolk. It would be nice to have one in the southern armies. And then you... I'm pretty sure I'm right here about the speed. Extra range for artillery is probably not super relevant. Usually stuff is in range of our artillery. Let's keep pushing along there. We lost a unit. It was probably like clan rats or something. It was probably something bad. Can we... I probably don't want to sit still for 2 turns. We'll just fill up on Skaven slaves. Okay. There's lumber here. But it just provides 80 income. And we can get 80 income from a warren or a rubbish pit as well. And I think we'll go warren, you know, just try to get growth up. We need to develop these cities quickly. It would be nice if I had the food to spend on just taking them as upgraded cities, because that's a pretty cool feature. Right, and then we have this money. What are we going to use it on? The Guacamole Crater. Okay, so the Southern Great Jungle is not currently in a great danger, but these are high elves, right?
Stand still. All that twitching is incredibly annoying.
Okay, I hear you. Yeah, these guys are going to declare war on us at some point, right? So maybe we should be working on defensive structures in these cities down here. And growth and income. Okay, it would be cool if we could get walls around Shottle. Okay, I guess that's really all we have money for. Can we hire... Alright, you're using reinforcements. Can we hire one of those plague priests? Sorry, not this. This. No, we are 40 money short of being able to hire a plague priest. Inconvenient. You know what? I'm going to cancel this construction. I want to hire this plague priest now so that he can join this army next turn, because they can't move the turn you hire them. He can join the army next turn and that army can get a move on. So, charge bonus, weapon strength. I mean, he's a priest, so I assume we don't want him in melee a lot. +5 magic power for all forces faction-wide sounds pretty alright. Rat Surge. Okay. Also, just based on name, that's the right guy to pick. So he has Pestilent Breath. We can upgrade it. And we kind of have to upgrade it to get him into his other spells. So yeah. You can hinder replenishment for enemy units, spread corruption. Okay. Yep, we're just upgrading spells. Let's get magic going. Yeah, okay, he spawns with 0 movement. Yeah, I guess we're done for the turn. That felt fairly productive. So we've got to pursue this army from Itza down into their little stolen hovel with our 2 units, or with our 2 armies. I'm assuming they'll back off, yeah. I don't know what these guys are doing. So we do need to go west and push through some more of their territory over here. But if we can finish off the stuff to their east... Uh-oh. Yeah, alright. That's inconvenient. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to finish these guys off before getting declared on by anybody else. Well, alright. So I want to take out Mouth of Creveza, I think. Just so that there's no way that they can spawn an army to our east. We can, you know, have all of our threats be in a single direction. That's going to be a lot easier. How are our buddies doing? Where are these guys? Oh, there's the Altar of the Horned Rat to worry about as well.
The lady grants you safe passage in these lands.
This is so weird. They just not have Skaven where you come from, or... I don't know. It's very strange.
Where next now?
Oh, we're not going to be able to get anywhere close to that settlement. Yeah, alright, well. Let's move as far as we can. Alright, Otherlock, calm down. He's over there screaming about how he's the warlord. We should probably be recruiting then. Slaves with spears? We're going to be fighting some pretty large dudes. I don't know what counts as large, though. Are Saurus large? Probably not. So yeah, anti-large isn't actually going to be very good here. Neither is slingers. Slingers are going to be kind of awkward against this many shields. So I guess he just recruits slaves? Just normal Skaven slaves? I mean, this is kind of his thing, right? This is what his army is for. They're very cheap, very, very low upkeep. Yeah, alright. There's nothing else we can do in one turn to boost the strength of this force. Okay. You guys do that.
My eyes gone, but I see.
Looks like I could just take the Mouth of Creveza this turn. Probably that's a good idea. This force is not a threat. They could probably take out Quetzal, actually. But in the middle of the forest, it's hard for them to move quickly. Yeah, I'll ignore them. Let's take out Mouth of Creveza. I want to get this area clear. Hey, look at that! A sensible auto-resolve. We only lost 80 guys. Loot and occupy. Boy, we have a lot of these dudes. Actually, that makes me that reminds me. Let's make sure that these secondary armies actually have weapons and armor and stuff equipped. Actually, we don't have a lot of loot. Okay, sure. And you should take a reptile thing sacrifice. Okay, we don't have anything else for you.
All hail, horned rat.
You could also have one, because everybody can have one. We could give him the Scroll of Power. I don't know that he has enough abilities for it to be meaningful on him. The Warp Storm Scroll doesn't really do anything. I guess they do have one flying unit in the army down here. Yeah, sure. Okay. You have a hero now, so let's make sure he is also as equipped as he can be. Yep, why not? Everybody gets one. Okay. I think we should be able to handle this. Who has an unassigned skill point still? Oh, Skrolk. More hero capacity sounds pretty okay. Should I be pushing into his spells a little bit more? I mean, more caster heroes, right? And extra recruit rank. Maybe I should have waited to get this, or to hire that guy until I had this. Okay, well, let's hire another one. We can throw him in the army next turn. Wait, what happened?
I am the Plague Lord.
This works the way I think it does, right? Oh, it doesn't actually... Level 2 of this doesn't unlock hero recruitment, Plague Priest all provinces. It loses that trait. Oh, that's got to be a bug. Well, that sucks. I'm really glad that I recruited that Plague Priest. Okay, well, I guess once we have the Plague Priest recruitment building, we'll be able to get more and better Plague Priests. That really sucks. I hope they catch that quickly.
A true disciple.
Okay, and that's right. I've been training you up as an assassin, but you know what? As long as you're chilling out in the army, why don't we enable poison attacks on you? And then I think he has an item that was giving him poison attacks, right?
Loyal to can.
No, I thought somebody did. Wait, who has this? Titchet. Let's take that from Titchet. Is Titchet the one who had the... I thought I had...
Not as pestilent as some.
I thought I had seen a thing that was... gives poison attacks. Well, whatever, it's fine. We're good. Oh, and there's a commandment. We took over a whole region. So, plus food, please? That does just so happen to be a tax rate penalty. It's probably fine. We need food. We need to get our food generation back up into the... Alright, the slave wharf, sure. Man, I really hope these guys don't have a force ready to go. So at this point, if we take out the Altar of the Horned Rat, and these two armies are able to push Itza back off of this, then we only have to worry about them coming from one side, and our new enemies are mostly coming from that same side, so we can move all of our forces to the north. I really hope that these High Elves give us some time. Oh, I forgot. Spine of Sotek Dwarves. They're not at war with us right now, but they will be. We still have stuff to do. There's the Citadel of Dusk down here, which doesn't care for us. Oh, they're High Elves, yeah.
Here.
Well, crap, man. They have a higher player strength than we do, although it might be due to the game tremendously underestimating the value of our stuff. Ooh, what is this now? This location is the site of an ancient high elf colony. It increases income from ports. Oh, that's cool. And there's carved obsidian available here as well. Okay, well, yeah, we're still kind of beset on all sides by terrible stuff. Okay, that's not a terribly useful overlay. We need to get more tech buildings up, man. Alright. Well, I guess we're done for this turn. Next turn we can push Itza down in the south and hopefully get some stuff done. This army's going to have to, I think, head to the Altar of the Horned Rat. It looks like our allies down here are not going to be able to do that for us, or they're not willing to. Or, oh, no. Turns out we have to do that. Well, at least Skrolk has some direction now. Well, that's interesting. His name is Hibiscus. A skink chief. Wow. That's kind of like a goblin big boss, I guess. Oh, Vampire Coast. Those guys like us, don't they? That actually might be really good for us. If the Vampire Coast can keep all these guys busy, that would be really cool. The College of Pyrotechnics has been invited by Itza to fight against us. They have a settlement over here. The Caverns of the Great Bat. That's a good name for a settlement. Alright, well, one problem at a time. So hold up. What's our deal with these guys?
Come. What can we help you with this night?
Okay, they think we're great. They think we're fine. So non-aggression pact, a trade agreement's gonna have to wait until their approval with us rises, but they hate Itza more than we do, maybe? So I'm getting a lot of points for my military actions against them. Yeah, alright, we'll make good friends with the Vampire Coast. Over time. Eventually, maybe we'll even be able to trade with them and make some damn money. Okay.
Let the bell scream.
So,
Stink of command.
we're gonna attack these guys.
All tales are mine.
Let's move right up to the edge of the circle.
Gracie. Mark, look up.
They've managed to mostly heal. It's a shame. And their garrison is what? Saurus. Okay. 2 units of Saurus warriors.
I am warlord.
We can probably take them, right?
Find me reptile's weakness. Yes.
So what do we have here? We have 7 units of Sauruses. A chief who's actually pretty high level. Oh, he's Cold One Cavalry. He's mounted. And he's actually pretty high level. He has a cool sword. The bonus versus large won't come into play against us. Ooh, 15% extra physical resistance is a real problem. I'm actually a little concerned. It's kind of a lot of units of Sauruses, and we don't have any Plague Monks or anything in this army. So we just have to fight through all that Saurus armor. What effects do we have? Nothing relevant. Because they're in an area with high Skaven corruption, we're getting a lot of Menace Below charges without having to spend food. Hold on a second. Encircle. I'll come back to this.
Else.
Yeah, no kidding. Win battle or else indeed.
My eyes gone, but I see.
We need to get back to Itza in a real hurry. Moving around in this jungle sucks. We can use the underway. That won't get us quite as far as March will, it looks like.
Run, scurry. Do not stop.
So let's like march all the way over to here, and then we can underway to Itza next turn, probably. Oh, what's public order like here? It's not great.
Stench of others. Too strong.
We cannot really afford to untax this. We need all the income we can get.
Horned One's realm weakens.
Yeah, speaking of, let's build some more income structures. You know what we really need? We need to take the other pasture. Where's that down here? Yeah, we need to take this really badly. We could use all that extra food. Alright, I guess there's nothing for it. I'm a little nervous about this, actually. I think we're going to spend food. 20% of 145. Okay, so we can afford to spend quite a bit of food, making sure that we have reinforcements. I think losing this battle would be really bad for us, and I'm a little concerned. We do have Poison Wind Globadiers, who have armor-piercing missile attacks. They only have 12 ammunition, and they don't have any special abilities. This is just every Skaven seems to have these two. Alright. Reload time, 12 seconds. Interesting. Alright. So we're going to want to make sure these guys use their very little ammo on the Sauruses and not on Skinks.
Die for me!
Boy, I hope this doesn't go awry. This would be really, really awkward to fail. Because that would mean that we probably have to bring Skrolk down. Yeah, we can't lose this. It's way too important. I mean, listen. If we lose this, and the South then spirals out of control, and we end up losing the game as a whole, it's not a big deal. It's our first game in the new, it's our first run in the new game, you know. 18's not bad. I'm not going to gamble that. It's our first run in the new game, and you know, when we fail, we learn things. It'll be alright. We'll come back. So, our reinforcements are coming in from behind us. That's good. We probably want to just be back here. Have them come in, and we'll group up, and then we'll take the fight to the Sauruses as a unit. So let's... I'm just going to start everybody kind of in the back corner. Bam. This is not an ideal arrangement of my troops. We should probably grab the slingers, who are going to be important for running off skinks at the beginning here. They can be sort of spread across the front. I actually don't want the play. Let's turn off fire at will. I really don't want these guys to shoot unless they have the right target. And we'll put them off to the side here so that they can wrap around. In theory, the lizard men probably will wait for us to come to them. They have no impetus to come after us, because we're on the attack. So let's let our guys get in here. We'll group up. We'll figure things out. They're just sort of running around. Well, their blow dart guys are actually moving forward pretty fast. Not sure if I am happy about that. It's probably bad for me. Yeah. Okay, so what magic do we have access to? Because we got a Plague Priest, and we have Charge Lock, who has Warp Lightning, which is fine. It has a small strike area, which is a real problem. I wish this had more detail. Like, what is the Warp Lightning's damage versus the Plague Breath's damage? Because they don't cost that much different. They don't cost that much different. Their costs are similar, is what I'm trying to express. You have some items too, right? A Potion of Toughness and the Warp Storm Scroll, which we can use to immobilize those guys, I guess. Strong, I mean, it does damage. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, we'll get some slings in on these blow dart guys while our backup slaves are approaching. I'm not sure if I want to use any of our charges of menace below, because they're not real units and they do degrade over time, and I'm not sure that I want to bring them in and have them just sort of fall apart before we get into actual combat. Okay. So this guy's close enough for the thing probably now. Oh no, you have to be really close to use this. Okay, just get up there. Do we want to cast spells? I mean, I may want to just save all my winds of power for the difficult targets. Probably what I want to do here is have clan rats run at these guys, which will cause them to back off. You know what? Let's go ahead and summon. If we could get rid of some of these, that would actually be really cool. Let's go ahead and summon. We'll have a couple units of clan rats run forward. We just got to be careful not to lose control and chase them too far. Get the ones you're already on top of. Help them get those guys. Alright. That's annoying. Where is is he close enough now? Okay, so that should work on those guys. We do also have the Howling Warp Gate. I don't know if I want to spend Winds of Magic on anybody who's not, like, I'm not, you know, doing damage to big targets. So we've got those guys running off. Maybe I should just refocus the ranged units on the Pterodon riders. Since the skinks are fleeing and everything. Although they're shooting backwards while fleeing, because they're a bunch of jerks. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this has bought us a unit of skinks, it looks like. That was probably worth spending a charge on. And I think with these guys, we're all in. So this is the time to start moving forward, because I don't want to play footsie with these skinks all day. Okay, we're getting some decent damage in on these pterodons. Yeah, okay. You guys need to fall back. We're several seconds away from being able to do it again. And summoning of the clan rats. Actually, you guys need to go this way. If they let us just sort of carve off part of their force and chase it off the map, I'd be okay with that. So let's use Skaven slaves for the chasing. For the most part. Alright. See if we can, Oh wow, we've actually completely destroyed this unit. Come on, get on them! Stop letting them run! Oh, they actually stopped fleeing. What are you guys doing? I'm pretty sure I had told you to attack. Alright, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore, I think. They're done for. So let's try to pursue these skinks. It does look like the main part of their force is going to just sit back and let us kind of get harried. But I think this is actually going to work out better for us than they're expecting it to. Because of the fact that we can cheat a little bit, which is important. It's important to cheat whenever you can. Yeah, because of the fact that we can cheat a little bit and we have all of these relatively fast, very expendable troops, we might be able to get rid of their ranged units before the actual fighting starts, and then not have to worry about, like, taking shots in the back. And we should, however, probably move up a little bit. Just that if their melee force starts coming forward, we're not completely caught flat-footed. We're at full winds of magic. We should use some magic. I could Plague Breath some skinks. That doesn't feel awesome, though. I definitely don't want to Warp Lightning the skinks. That seems like a waste. Alright, so let's grab our Plague guy. Get him over here. Hold on. When the big flags start appearing over units, it makes it really hard to click on the units because it covers up their flag, which is annoying. Alright, so some slaves will be pushing these guys out. It doesn't really matter if the slaves die. They are very low impact. This is sort of why we recruited them. This is what they are for. Oh no, a unit has been wiped out. I'm sure what it actually means is that a unit of summoned clan rats deteriorated due to being summoned. Alright, so fall back. Don't chase them into the main force. These are clan rats. I don't really want them to do this thing. Ah, they're going to swing around. Okay. Okay, so fall back to the main force, you know. This is what we do. I'm pretty sure they think they're doing well. This is fine. The Skaven slaves are going to be completely useless once we start engaging with sources, so it's important to get some kind of value out of them where we can. Trying to figure out where do I think the next place for a menace below charge is. Yeah, okay, let's see if we can get a good plague breath on these guys. I need them to stop moving. The answer is no, I cannot. Okay, we're getting some decent slinging done here. Just fall back, they're not, My warriors are rallying. It turns out they're huge cowards, but as soon as they get back in formation, everything's fine. Alright, start having those guys. These guys have come forward far enough that I think this is now pretty good. Get him! Alright. This unit will get away, but this unit's dead. I'm trying to get a good lineup for our priest here. Because, like, right, this is going to hit a very small number of units, so I need them not to be turning so much. And he can't. Those guys are moving too fast to plan ahead on it. Scroll of power on this guy does basically nothing. Okay, so that's a dead unit of skinks. That's good. Are they going to respond to my flanking maneuver at all? It looks like they are not. No, they're just going to let me do this. Okay, that's cool. There it is. Okay, that does some alright damage. And the slingers are getting in on them. Okay, yeah, this unit of skinks is broken. We'll be able to chase them off the map, probably. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Great work. Getting some decent value out of our slaves here. Is that a unit of slaves? No, that's spears. We should probably pull them back. They actually matter. Well, I mean, sort of. The other piece of good news is the enemies are actually running out of ammo, so that's something. I don't think we're probably going to use any more charges of Menace Below on this first skirmishing phase of the battle. Alright, good work. You guys did the thing you were supposed to do. You know, they're out of ammo, but they're still really getting a lot of shots off, considering that they don't have anything to shoot at us. Alright, my slingers are probably not doing so great on ammo either. Actually, they're fine. Again, remember that the slingers are going to do very poor damage against the sauruses, so I don't really mind if they use all their ammo on skinks. Man, slingers do very poor damage. It might be an accuracy problem. Do I want to use another Menace Below charge here? Because it wouldn't be bad. Oh no, my hidden units! How'd that even happen? Did we walk too far forward in the forest? Oh, I think they're... Okay, they're coming for real. Okay, hold up. You guys then probably actually want to go out to the side. Let's get Gaven Slaves out to the side. It's time for you to move up. And it's time for the main force of the army to move up as well. Like this. Yeah, just get up there. Let him know who's boss. This is a really good time for him to come in and get a sweet plague breath from the side.
Should we run? Flee?
Come on, get close enough, get close enough. Alright, now fall back into the army. That was pretty good. Yeah, that spell's great when you can hit skinks with it. Alright, let's go in from the side here and see what we can get. Have these ones run in behind. Slingers need to refocus on the javelin guys. Chameleon skinks are basically out of ammo. The javelin guys are a little bit better at actual fighting. And our Skaven slaves are going to get routed by Saurus warriors immediately. Like, it's not even going to be close. But what we need for them to do is provide enough time for our summons to come in from under the ground. Actually, you can probably just sort of move up to here. We'll find a place for you. Yeah, the slaves are mostly about locking units down in place so we can do cool stuff. You are a fighter. You actually can maybe hold your own a little bit. Okay, and it's definitely time for the Poison Wind Globadiers to get in, so these guys don't have shields, right? We want to hit the Sauruses that don't have shields. That's the best possible target for our Plague Winds. Our Globadiers, rather. Okay, 18 seconds to the next cast. But we're about to start hitting those good situations for oops, that's Warp Gate. For Warp Lightning, because you can see this kind of stuff is going to be happening where the enemies are grouping up really tightly now as they engage in combat. Let's completely surround them. We don't need to kill them, we need to destroy their morale. Cowards! Get over here. What are you guys just not doing the... Oh, these aren't the guys I thought they were. Okay, well, you guys need to get in. Obviously, my micro's not spectacular. I lose track of units a lot. Actually, just hit these guys directly. And where are you? You're in a bad place for breath, actually. Alright. These guys all have their orders. There it is. I definitely owned my own rats there. A little bit. That's not great. Okay, we're actually doing okay damage. I'm surprised by how okay the damage is. Let's drop another unit of summoned clan rats in the back of them. These are all Sauruses. Where are the skinks engaged? They have javelin skinks. So the javelin skinks are holding back. They have a little bit of ammo. Like each one of them gets 3 or 4 javelins, I believe. So it's not like they don't get to do any shooting, but they'll run out quickly. I guess this is the best place for the next clan rats. Again, this is more about breaking their morale than it is about doing damage. We have to focus on removing their will to fight, because there's no way we actually kill these guys in straight combat. They're going to annihilate us. Things are going alright, though. Where's the lightning? I want lightning. This is an okay place for some lightning. This is going to hit a rat or two. Ooh, it did some fine work, though. The Poison Wind Globadiers, I think, are actually helping. We're seeing some serious morale problems, though. Get in here and fight their lord. Oh, I have lots of cowardly fleeing rats who are willing to get back in the fight if I ask nicely. Alright, so yeah, you can see even though we tremendously outnumbered them over here, we're collapsing because they're just much better fighters than we are. This might be a good place to add some beef. We're basically out of winds of magic. Well, so it goes, I suppose. But over here we have done really good damage. Oh, that's right. I had to manually assign these guys targets or they'll never attack. My lord is under attack. That's one way to put it. It's never like your lord is attacking. It's always your lord is under attack. Okay, so we need to move the slingers sort of through the gap, I think. This is going to be hard to get them to do. The thing is, I need to get around the enemies, but we're in a kind of a bad formation. I guess we'll just try to move this way. If we could collapse this flank, that's what I was kind of hoping would happen. If we could collapse this flank, that would be really great, but they're really holding out on us. Okay, good. I really appreciate you guys rallying before getting off the map. Hit him. Hit him. What are you guys doing? Get over here. Get up here. Man, I wish I had my crown of command. So, magic reserves are completely... Yeah, we're out of magic. No more magic for us. How is our lord doing against their lord? He is getting completely blown out. I mean, I guess that's to be expected. Hit your Skalm. Help yourself out a little bit there. This is where we need the next charge of clan rats. We're so close to being able to break through this. That doesn't do anything. Hit him, come on. Oh my god, everybody's breaking. Stop dying, you cowards! Okay. Yeah, we're losing everywhere. Like, Sauruses are much better at fighting than Skaven are. They're doing some okay damage here, it looks like. I mean, whatever. The slingers are... This is another problem I'm having that I don't feel like I have had in general with other forces, is that my units seem to just ignore my commands a lot. Not sure what's up with that. But yeah, my plan of breaking their spirits has not worked at all. Not even a little bit. They seem to be pretty much indomitable, which is not going well for us. That's a real problem. I don't want to commit a wizard to the fight, but like something's got to be done over here. Well, we have one more charge of Menace below. We'll drop it on the back end of these skinks, but... Honestly, we're probably not even really taking a lot of meaningful damage from this because they're shooting through their own troops. The problem is just that we can't kill any sources anywhere. They're getting low. They're getting low. We just... Somewhere they've got to crack. If we can break one group of them, then everything opens up. You guys, just run through and attack the skinks. Clan rats beat skinks. Like, look at this. This unit of sources has been fighting 5 units of rats, and I know they're, there's Skaven slaves over there. It's not like they're the good rats, but also there aren't any good rats. Sort of. Where's their lord? Their lord is absolutely destroying us. We're so close to actually getting rid of some of the Sauruses. What are you doing? You guys aren't even breaking. You're just not doing the thing I said. This is what I was talking about. Oh, you know what? They're in skirmish mode. So yeah, these guys, damage sustained. They were flanked until a bunch of our guys ran away. These guys are breaking despite the fact that they are... I mean, it's real bad. Alright, wizards, help. Criminy. We lost this. We're gonna lose this. It hasn't... Our guys haven't totally given up on us yet, but they're about to. Get in here. Oh, it turns out Skrolk was the secret to all of our success. Things have been going so well for us for so long, and it's entirely due to Skrolk. You guys have almost no missiles left. I know those guys have shields, but they're not looking at you. They're looking at the Plague Priest. Oh, if this Plague Priest dies, we can't get another one either because of that skill being bugged. This is a disaster. This is really bad. We just need to do a little bit more damage to get rid of these groups. Okay, if we lose this... When we lose this in a minute here, what does that mean for us? It's probably faster and cheaper for me to recruit a new army than it is for the lizardmen to do it. Let's try to just get everybody together. Let's all stand together and see if we can have a little bit of morale. So if we can, come on, get around them. Just get on all sides of them. You will do more damage if you are behind them. Alright, completely surround them. Yeah, so I think if we can inflict really good, meaningful damage here, and then get back in on them before they have the chance to completely replenish. Okay, we gotta charge. Somebody has to be charging the skinks at this point. We could still get something out of this loss. Okay, you guys are still on full retreat mode. Okay, those guys are shattered. They are out. God, I wish we had more spells. We need more spells and abilities and stuff. Go, you're in melee mode now. It's like all hands on deck here. Are they in... There's a button I have to press for that, right? Oh, no. They're stuck melee mode because they're no longer... Yeah. Go get them. See, like, we're breaking. Fighting these sources from all sides. A single unit of sources from all sides. We need plague monks. We cannot... I think I was misunderstanding how dire these fights are, because most of my fights have had plague monks carrying the day, it looks like. God, we are so close. Well, there's their lord. Oh, God. Yep, and my unit just broke. Charged and immediately broken. Right, get back in. Please, hurry. Only you can keep the rest of these units from fleeing off the map. Man, this is frustrating. We were so close to killing so many of their units. Yeah, it turns out it's the Plague Monks that have been carrying the day, so we need Plague Monks, like, yesterday. We need a lot of Plague Monks as soon as we can get them. There's a lot of value in sprinting at these skinks. Come on, guys. Don't try to fight those sources alone. Alright, let's try to group up here. Let's try to death ball up a little bit. Sure. No, it doesn't matter. We're routing. Oh, that was bad. Oh, okay. Who's still actually, like, fighting? There's a single unit of Skaven slaves. Can I just leave? Can I tell them to... Yes, withdraw. Everybody who's still alive. Out. This was bad. This was bad for us. The enemy's superior tactics. The enemy's superior stats is what carried the day there. Well, we didn't actually lose any units. Neither did they. We weren't able to finish off those sources. Yeah, I think I just didn't realize how much work the Plague Monks were doing. Because it's not just the kills the Plague Monks were getting, but, you know, the kills that they're getting enable better surrounds and enable us to lose less. That's,
Not me.
it's really bad. We lost our potion of toughness. That's not such a big deal.
I am warlord.
Okay, the good news is they're very messed up, right?
I'm deadly.
The bad news is we don't have enough movement left to immediately re-siege, which is what we need to do.
March. Gracie.
Okay, neither of us can make it back to the settlement. They can't come after us. Without the garrison, I think we would narrowly beat them probably, but man, this is a grim situation. We're having a bit of a tough time here. So Plague Monks. Plague Monks are the #1 priority from now on. We must get them. Does Oixel have slots? Oixel has a... Oixel does not have slots. We do need slave wheels to buff up the money from the corrupted spawning pool. Subatoon probably needs its walls. Where's the Plague Monk building? What building is it? Clan rats. Storm vermin would be helpful. Actually, halberd storm vermin are largely armor piercing. That would be really nice. These are just gutter runners. Alright, Plague Monks are the Pox Cauldron. Here's the Pestilent Knave. So yeah, everything we're doing is get Pestilent Knave. That's where we get more Plague Priests. Alright. So we need a major settlement slot. And this has to go, right? We need the other stuff too much. Yeah, it's got to be this slot. Alright, well, we have some focus now. Southern Sentinels will probably be safe for a while longer because of the walls. Okay. Well, I think that's going to have to be it for today. That was an episode that felt pretty good at the beginning and really devolved into me getting stomped on by the end. Come back next time. We at least know what we need now. And I think maybe this will be the start of our comeback, unless, of course, the other factions all win the game via ritual before I get my act together. And we'll see you then.